Hi everyone, welcome to Art to Heart, the TV presentation for ArtTour International Magazine. And today I have a very special guest in this Art to Heart interview that is going to touch your hearts. And she is Evelyn Adams, our featured artist whose works you can see behind me. And well, let's start.
Thank you,
Evelyn,
Viviana.
thank you so much for your time and for making it here
Thank you so much.
and bringing your amazing works too.
I'm on it. Yeah.
Yes. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you discover that you wanted to be an artist?
Oh well, I originally from Ghana, West Africa, and as a little girl, I started by sketching, and anytime my parents have a guest, I try to sketch them, and they always tell my dad, "Your daughter is so good. He's this, he's that, he's this. So persuade, let her do this." So I find out the praising. I was getting excited about the praising, so I keep on sketching, and anytime I sketch, they give me money, they give me something, so I get excited about it. So I went to high school and I still pursued art, and I love it. I love art, and my art teacher encouraged me to push me. I was back then in Ghana, I don't want to be bothered, I'm just having fun, it's just a passion and everything. So after high school, I remember he wrote down a school that I can further with my art. I didn't even bother about it. So many years passed by and I came to US and I decided to go to school, to go to college to further my education. Intentionally, I wanted to do respiratory therapies. So I registered with Nassau Community College. But then I did liberal art first to pick up the science classes. And then I have to pick up an art class as elective. So one art class was ceramics, and I took that one art class and it brings back memories. It brings back something that I have lost. It's like I found something and I felt like, oh my goodness, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I love this. And everyone comes to class and says, "Are you an art major?" I said, "No." "Are you an art major?" I said, "No." And then my teacher will look at me. My professor will say, "You sure don't want to major in art?" I said, "I don't know." So the next semester, that was my last year in Nassau Community College. So I said, this time I'm not taking a studio class, I will take art history. So I took an art history class and that blew my mind. And that was when I changed my major into art and I started from there. I started from there to become an artist and I've never stopped and I love it. And from there, I went to LIU Post, Long Island University, to pursue with my fine art, and I've been going since then.
Sounds beautiful.
Yes.
What were those memories? You said that when you tried ceramics, something happened.
Yes, yes. When I tried ceramic, it took me back to when I was a child, when I was sketching, when I was drawing, when I was happy, when I was myself, when I have my freedom of expressing myself. So I was using ceramics to express myself, to do so much, to create more. So it's like I lost something and I have found it. I lost something in the past. My past of me is lost and I found myself. So it brings back so much to me. And I just love it, and it's so ceramics is very organic. It's from the ground,
Right.
and we were child. As we were child, we play with dead. We play with our hands. We create stuff on the ground. We create so many things with our hands, and I love that. It took me back, and that was so magical, and I love that.
And you can't stop.
And I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop.
Yes.
I can't stop. Up to today, I still do stuff like ceramic sculpture kind of thing. I still do stuff, even though I paint and do using oil or acrylic. I still have my sculpture thing going.
It's like an addiction, right?
It's like an addiction. I was addicted. Within the first semester at Nassau Community College, all the professors knew me because the class was once a week. I started coming twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, and I was going there on Saturdays. So it's what I couldn't stop. I was so addicted to what I was creating. I was keep on creating, and I couldn't stop, and I love it. So it's like finding a lost passion.
What inspires your work?
I always think about art every day my living as a person. I'm all the time thinking about art, and anytime I think about nature, it just inspires me to do more work. Inspires me to do more, create. I like thinking. I think a lot. When I'm done, when I'm working, I'm not working. I'm thinking about things that I've seen outside, the nature, what I have observed. So those things inspired me to work more. It could be anything. It could be a person passing by me, could inspire me to say, okay, oh, I like the way the person's eyes. I like something about the person, and I'll bring that into my work. So there's always things around me that inspires me to bring into my work, especially nature.
Yes.
Especially nature. Nature, I see things that I see. I always say that I see things that nobody sees. I can look at the sky and look at this and I see so many things going on, and I'll bring that into my canvas. I can see so many things. I can see water, the sound of a water. I'll bring that into my work. So things around me, nature, those things inspires me to do that with my artwork and bring that into my artwork. Yeah.
And you are part of the Sacred Waters. You are part of the Sacred
Yes,
Waters
yes.
project, which is incredible.
Thank you.
Because I'm so touched by you and the artists who are really pushing to make this happen.
Yeah.
And we were sharing a story that I want to share with the public today because it touched me. And we were talking about how valuable water
Yes.
is.
Yes. Yes. Water has to be respected. Water is very special. Water is life. Water, I can go on for hours talking about water. As a child growing up in Ghana, my parents will wake us up, sometimes 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and we will walk miles, 4 miles, 5 miles to get water. Because water, we need life. We need water. Water is life. And we need water for our daily activities, our daily life. We need it. And we could walk miles and we never complain. And sometimes when we walk 3 miles, 4 miles to get water, and there's a line, there's a queue we have to join. And by the time it gets to your turn, the water stop running, and we have to go to the next location, walk another mile to get water and bring it back and forth 3 times, sometimes 3 times, 4 times, and we have to do that. And we never complain. It was part of us, and I appreciate water. Me personally, I really appreciate water. I don't want to see water being wasted. I don't want to see that. I really appreciate water. And we have to do that. We have to do that before we go to school. And we do that every day. Every day. Water back when I was growing up wasn't that accessible. We have to, not everyone have like a tap that water, even if you have a tap, it comes on once a month. So no matter what, you still have to walk to a location that have water running that you can get.
Every day.
Every day. Every day. And I remember as a child, we moved from where we used to live. We went to our own, my father built his own house, and he made the roof such a way that when it rains, it goes to a reservoir. But we have a very big reservoir, and we have a small vessel, like a barrel, that is around he makes something like that when it rains, the water can get in. So whenever it rains, we have to go into the water and scoop the water and put it and dump it into the big, the big reservoir. And we do that all the time when it rains. So raining water is so special for me. Every drop of water is very important to me because we need that. We need to have it. We need to reserve it. We need to preserve it. We need to save it. And water is so wonderful to me. After today, when it rains and I see all the water being wasted and run away,
Yes.
I say, oh my goodness, this is getting wasted. I just can't take it. I can't just take it. And my dad is so, like, when you're a child, you don't want to go into the rain and get all the water.
Go get what you want to go play.
You want to play. But at the same time, it saves us from walking miles of getting the water. When it rains, it's saving lives for us. We scoop every drop of water. Nothing go waste. We make sure you get all those water into the big reservoir. And it can save us to like 3 weeks, 4 weeks without us walk miles to get water. So every drop of water is very special for me. I don't get waste. I don't get
precious.
It's special. Water is very special. Water is very special. Water is very special. I remember one time, when you were a kid, you just play around. You don't want to do things. My dad wasn't home and it rained, and we forget about it. He's not home. He's not going to see how it rains and everything. But he knows he has been doing that. So he knows at this much rain, all the tanks should be full. And he came, everything was empty. And we were in trouble. We were in trouble. Water is very special for my dad. He is very into it. He made us see the importance of water, how we would let it wasted. We could have saved all those waters. So from that moment, we never let rain be wasted. Water, we always have it to save us.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of children still that don't have access to water.
Oh yes, up to now. There are a lot of waters. Yeah, up to now. Yeah, there are waters. Let me tell you this short story. There's a journalist in Ghana who does help the needy and everything. And there was this lady somebody recommended, and he went to her, a grandmother with 3 boys. Both parents passed away, and the grandma is the one taking care of them. And you know what they do? They drink water for the whole 7 days as a survivor.
Wow.
With no food, they have nothing. They drink water, just water, just water. I cried when I saw the video. Water is life. It saves that. Water is life. So those waters saved them. And it was really sad that many people reach out to help them. I myself reach out to, I help them a lot, and I'm still doing that. I keep in touch with them, and I just think about it. We have to respect water.
Yes.
We have to. These people, 7 days drinking water throughout, and they all survive.
Wow.
They are well. Yeah. So,
wow.
So like I said, water is something special. Special to me. It's a life. It's a saving life. Saving life.
And you have all these memories from home, I imagine, right?
Oh yes. I have memories. I have memories. My siblings and I, if we sit down and talk, all we talk about the memory of water, getting into the water and scooping out the water. We talk about that a lot. That's our childhood memory. Walking, fetching water. My children will be listening like, you walk miles for water. I say, yep, we walk miles. You waste water. We don't waste water in Ghana. Water is needed. He listened to, my children listen to us talk with my siblings, and all we talk about water, how we walk miles to get water, how when it rains, how we get in to get water, and say, you guys don't get sick? I said, no, we don't get sick. For some reason, we don't get sick.
Right.
When we get into the water and doing those things, we don't get sick. And we have so much memories about that. We have so much memories about water, and it is part of me.
Yes.
I don't want to see it wasted.
Yes.
I don't want to see it wasted. When we're washing dishes, we make sure we have 2 bowls of big vessel bowls, and we wash one and we rinse from the other, and throughout the day, that's what we'll be doing. And it did help. It did help.
That's a great message for anyone that's watching.
Oh, yes.
Because
please don't waste water.
We don't see that on this side, right, of the world.
Oh, no, you don't see that. They don't take water as a need for other countries. They don't see that. And it's about time we have to.
Yes.
It's a way of respect. We have to respect water. Stop, let it run. Shut it down.
Yes.
Yeah, I went to a friend's house recently, and the tap was on for long, and I was oh, please, what are you doing? Please turn it off. Yes. So why about this free? I live in appointment. It's free. I said, no, please, don't do that.
Right.
Turn it off.
It's a resource.
It's a resource. You're wasting it. You're wasting it. Don't waste it.
Yeah.
Don't waste it. Then I told her my story. So we have to walk miles for water. So respect that. Respect that. When you open tap for long, I turn it back. I turn it off. It can't be on for long. It can't be that. It can't be that. It can't be that. It has
to. Changing the subject.
Okay.
Right? You have so much of your culture here too.
Yes.
It's so beautiful and so precious.
Yes.
And tell me about these artworks behind me. That I'm in love with them.
Okay, this artwork is it's about my culture, my people, and where I come from. And where I come from, we dress like this. We always have the scarf going on with our head. Every event, you see the styles going on, and it's so elegant and rich that I cannot ignore that part of me as a Ghanaian. I have to bring that into my work and let the viewers, let the world knows what we have in Ghana, what is so important in Ghana, that our culture is very appreciated, like the way we dress, the way we present ourselves. So I bring that into my work for viewers to know what our traditional clothing looks like, how it is being presented on a person, and I show that, I depict that on a canvas.
And it's very regal, right? The women,
Yes.
you know, present themselves so elegantly.
And so elegant, present themselves very elegant with the bees. The bees is something very important in Ghana. It represents so many, it symbolizes so many things in Ghana. One is beauty, one is health. Yeah, when you have a bees on your waist and when you lose weight, it can tell, it becomes loose. When you gain weight, it becomes so tight. So we use that as a health issue at the same time. And sometimes if it's not on our wrist, we say have one. If we don't have it on our wrist, we have it on our waist. So it tells when you are young, every child, when you're young, Africa, we use the beads on your waist, around your waist. So when you lose weight, it just drop down. When you become big, you gain weight, it becomes tight. So that's what we know in the back way, in a traditional way. That's when you know you're gaining weight, you're losing weight, and it helps. And it's signified as a beauty, as itself.
Oh, wow, that's so incredible, because I've seen those.
Yes, and it's also, yes.
Wow.
Yes,
okay.
And as you grow up, you have it on your waist. It's like you're showing respect to your husband. Yes. It's most married women also have it. Yes, it's a respect and appreciating your man. Yeah, so it has so many symbolism.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And you do incorporate beads in other works?
Yes, I do incorporate beads in other works with the same reason. It's being respected, it's being appreciated as a beauty, it's being so many things. So I bring that into my work. I try to bring both cultures. Now I'm a U.S. citizen. I try to bring both cultures into my artwork.
Right.
I do my traditional Ghanaian thing onto my artwork, then I do the Western style. Do the traditional and do the
That's when you're creating your abstracts.
Yeah, that's what my abstract is, the more for the Western.
Yeah.
This
New York.
New York style. When you live in New York, you definitely
can't get away from abstract.
You can't get away from abstract. You have to have to do abstract.
It's true.
You change your design.
It's true.
Yeah, it changes. So this is going to be a sequence. I'm going to create more pieces to be a sequence to show more about my culture, my people.
I love them. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I said my portrait, I always make the eyes big and light. There's a reason, but I love eyes because I can see through a person looking at your eyes and tells you so many things. Eyes tells a story. I love eyes. It tells so many stories. I can look at your eyes and see so many things in your eyes. So I always dramatize the eyes to see, to symbolize that there's so much I can see in your eyes. So I make the eyes big to see the story within your eyes, to tell a story.
Sounds beautiful. Yeah. How's a day in your life? Are you creating every day?
I create mostly every day. Not every day, 7 days a week. When you are this, you have freedom of your own. You are in your own world. You are in your own world. So I create sometimes 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I know how to manipulate myself to do my own work. I can stay the whole day creating, and I can give myself a break in between every other day. So it depends. When I have a show, then there's pressure. Then one is every day, constantly, every day.
Creating, yes.
But when I don't have a show, it's more relaxing. It's more every other day, every other day. I take a break every other day. But when I have a show, it's mostly constant every day.
Oh,
It's
this
so
is
constant, yes.
this is very inspiring. And I want to thank you for your time, for your work, for your
Thank you.
contribution to Sacred Waters. What would you, before we go, what would you share with anyone that is watching out there about your work? What message would you like, especially with what's happening right now? What message would you like to share?
With what happened right now going on, I would say we have to stay positive and stay truthful to ourselves, and we have to take our time to build our strength gradually, because what went on, it affected so many people, so many lives. Even if what is going on with the COVID, if it doesn't affect you personally, you definitely know someone who has been affected by it. So right now, we need to build our confidence and be strong and get out there and do the best that we can do and be positive and just do the best that you can. Just do the best that you can. Just do the best that you can. You don't have to be intimidated, get scared. Just be yourself and be out there. Get the energy, get everything, get the strength.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Evelyn.
Yes.
Yes.
You're welcome, Viviana.
And
Thank
thanks
you too.
everybody. Thanks everyone for watching and enjoying this interview. Don't forget to go visit the website, support the art, support the artists. Let her know what you think about her works. She would love to hear it. And don't forget, stay inspired.